Hello, welcome to Z's Comics Reviews number 24, I believe. A very special night. This is Halloween, our Halloween show.
Yes.
As you can see, I'm joined by my new co-host, Nightwing. All right, how's it going, Dick?
Oh, you know, it's not hard.
You know, I just wanted to make that joke. Okay.
Yeah, but I think, you know. I don't know how far we can go with the joke.
Not far, okay? Not far. All right, we're trying to keep it PG-13.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Just let it slide.
Let
all right?
it slide. You know.
All right, so we're gonna just jump right on into it. We only got like 5 of them, 5 ready for this week.
Not many DC, which is sad.
Not a whole lot of DC. I mean, we got the second prints for Absolute Batman came out this past week. Nothing crazy, not a whole lot of new series either. But what we do have is Avengers number 19. This actually came out last week, but as you know, I've been having problems with getting my stuff in on time.
I know.
I lose my boxes, I lose my money. Anyway, but Avengers number 19. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna tell you 4 out of 5. Okay.
Okay.
4 out of 5. This one right here is the end. It's basically like the epilogue to another story arc, but the crux of it is Doom finally doing something with his stolen Sorcerer Supreme abilities. All right,
he's getting into action.
He poses a bunch of philosophical questions to the Avengers. He basically uses them as a soundboard as to like what he's going to do with his newfound power. And I gotta say, man, like they're real questions. Like if these people were real, you would ask them, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? And like Doom's asking those questions, and it's a good setup for the new Doom One World Under Doom story arc that's going to be coming out, I think, in February of next year, following the conclusion to the 8 deaths of Spider-Man story arc. But yes, 4 out of 5, definitely pick it up. Avengers number 19, great artwork, great story. You know, check it out. And moving on to, I believe that's Iron Man number 1, Regale us.
Iron Man. So I'll start. I'll pull you. Just go ahead. Eat the Snickers. Go ahead. But what's inside the Snickers? It's not blood.
No.
You don't remember? Did you ever see that old YouTube video where it was like, I think it was I forgot what game. Demon Slayer? No, it wasn't Demon Slayer. It was making fun of some game that had like a bunch of blood in it, and the guy went to like a blood bank, and he's all like, they're like, yeah, you don't have enough blood, so you can't use us anymore. And he's just like, you're gonna charge me blood for not having enough blood? Then he ends up seeing a Snickers bar, and he's all like, oh, it's a Snickers. He's like, but what's inside the Snickers? And it's blood.
Is that where his blood came from?
Yeah, that's where his blood came from. But anyways, I'm going to start off like, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to say, I'm giving it 4 out of 5. Giving Iron Man a 4 out of 5 on this one. The art was kind of like, wasn't exactly my forte of art, but it was still pretty good art, you know? Like, but I will say this comic, it's kind of like how you said earlier, like when we talked a little bit, that it's kind of just like a basic run-of-the-mill Iron Man story, you know? Like, Tony did not have his company prior to this, got it back, and he might lose it again.
It's like that scene from South Park, and it's gone.
And it's gone. Yep.
And it's gone. It was really that quick.
Yep.
Honestly, like every single story arc for Iron Man just ends up with him losing his company. This one just got everything out of the way and did it in like the first issue.
Yep. It's like Spider-Man can't be in a relationship for some reason. Tony can't keep his company.
I know, right?
Like, it's like, bro, it's just weird, you know? I think it is off to a pretty good start. The suit that they've been showing, like, all over, like, the new suit that they've been showing, does not appear in this one. Might be a spoiler to people, I'm sorry. But you don't get to see that suit yet. Like,
it's basically just a junk suit, you know, from everything that they've been showing.
But it looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like
it kind of got like a weird.
You've seen the negative space variant?
That's the one that I got.
That's the one you bought. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a
kind of thing.
Looks like almost sword on the back, you know. So like I was kind of interested in seeing what this is gonna be, especially because like in this one, like somebody seems to have a way to like deal with Tony's suits, and so like it kind of alludes to the fact that he's got to build a new suit to like take away the advantage that this villain has on him. And I'm just interested in seeing what that suit's gonna do. Like, what this new steampunkish suit is gonna do. So I think it's a good start off. Solid 4 out of 5. I think it's enjoyable, you know.
I'm excited to see where it goes. Now, moving on to Amazing Spider-Man number 60.
Yes. Some might say
the end of an era. The end of a very bad era.
Yes.
Screw you, Paul.
To paraphrase the great Bruce Willis, Zeb's dead, baby. Zeb's dead. Wait, was his name actually Zeb, or was it Zed in Pulp Fiction?
Oh man, I thought you were talking about Die Hard with a Vengeance.
No.
Oh, I was going to say it's Mills.
Yeah. But
I don't remember, but anyway,
it may actually be Zeb.
Yeah. So,
but anyways, yes.
This one capping off the Zeb Wells era, which gave us, Jackpot, which was kind of cool. But it also gave us Paul. Not fan Paul. Also, like at the beginning of this, everybody was so pissed off at Peter for absolutely no reason. He had every single reason to be mad at everybody. They had zero reason to be mad at him. Okay,
it's true.
Maybe Captain America when he slapped him upside the face with his own shield, but everybody else, dude, if he's doing the stuff that he was doing, he has a pretty damn good reason, and you need to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean,
how many times have they gone to him and he's like, I don't even know how, but all right, let's do this.
I mean, it's Peter. Like, come on, guys.
Exactly.
Some might say that well, I guess he came first, so some might say that the guy I am right now is just the depowered DC version of Spider-Man. Kind of. But anyways, we're moving on to the story. This one, I'm giving it solid 4 out of 5. Again, like the first, it's 64-page issue. People know this is a big issue. It was a good celebratory send-off issue. Whether it's a good celebratory or a sad celebratory, you already know which one we kind of leaning towards, but we won't go any further into that because, just gonna say. But anyways, first, say maybe 20-ish pages or so is the actual, ending story to the arc that Zeb was on, and it's nice. It is very nice. The art is good. I like that, I know I say it a lot, but it's, a very cartoony, very crisp. The colors and the outlines, it's very crisp. And I like that. It's very nice. To me, that's how Spider-Man should be drawn. Very, it just gave me hope for some reason. It gave me hope. And the ending to that particular story, very nice. I like the very touching moment between Aunt May, Spider-Man, and Peter. Very touching moment between the three of them. And the stories in between, kind of the way he was the ways my co-host here was kind of telling me, seems like they're just bits and pieces from prior stories that they just kind of put into this again, just to kind of retouch. The best one being the 3-4 pages you get of the tradition that Peter and Wolverine have on his birthday. Just going to the bar with no name and just Spider-Man spending time with Wolverine, which kind of does make me wonder. I was what happens first? Unless Sabretooth is Dunsky's in this universe or whatever, because I know there is that one story. Oh, okay, yeah. So that makes sense now, because I was kind of wondering. I was all doesn't Sabretooth make it a thing to beat the crap out of Wolverine on his birthday?
So that one,
or was that just a little one?
That thing? Was a one-off kind of thing.
Okay, that's good.
For the past 10 years, there's actually been several stories of Spider-Man. The first one was where, I forget the issue, but I have it. Where Wolverine basically kidnaps Spider-Man and takes him to the bar with no name. That's the first time that happens. It's during a blizzard or whatever, and all they're doing is sitting and drinking. And Spider-Man tells Wolverine, I don't drink. And he goes,
he has milk. He has a glass of milk.
And he goes, I know, but just keep it in front of you.
Yeah.
And Wolverine's already plastered, right? And then, there's a fight. There's a barroom brawl kind of thing, and at the end, you figure out why why Wolverine called Spider-Man. Turns out that it was Wolverine's birthday, and he wanted to spend it with somebody who like a good person who he actually liked. So like he said this while he was drunk. So like he doesn't like he remembers, but he doesn't really like. Nah, man, I was drunk. Don't hold that against me, kind of thing.
That's kind of so this one might actually have been just like a story, and it's like a new version of it then, because like they kind of touch on all that. Like he's kind of like, you're really holding me to that. Like doesn't say he was drunk, but like he's just like, you're really holding me to this. I said it once, you don't have to keep doing this. And Peter just like, hey, you told me, I told you I'm gonna do it. So I showed up. And like at the very end of the story, he does do that. Like the only thing I wish you didn't have to do though every time, do you have to do the ballroom fight every time? And it just pans out, and yep, there's carnage all over the place. Wreckage. Spider-Man does one of the, because the bartender's all like, all right, it's last call. And he's all like, you want another? And Spider-Man just does the, I don't think I should. I'm swinging tonight. And he's just like, I'm swinging home tonight. And the bartender's just like, good one. Because he's just milk. He's drinking milk, you know? So yeah, like that one, best, sort of the, it was in the solicitation, at least the one that I read, is there's the last story is a prelude to the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, where you get Spider-Man taking on Molecule Man, and throughout that, Doom is monologuing, letting you know why he's choosing Peter. And it is kind of an obvious thing, you know, as to why he would choose him, but it's still kind of like, why you gotta do my boy Peter like that? Why you gotta do Spider-Man like this? But still, good stories, good stuff. Solid 4 out of 5. Good celebratory send-off.
All right. So 4 out of 5. Amazing Spider-Man number 60. Nice. All right. Put you away. All right. Wolverine's Revenge number 3. Regale us, Thunder, because I didn't read this one.
Going again. Here we go. So one thing that I have liked about this one is it's just been like hit the ground running. Every story after number 1, like number 1, the first issue, you get all the information you need, you get the world building, you get what's going on. End of the issue is like, boom, hits you with the like, okay, this is what the revenge is for. This is why it's called Revenge. And issue 2, issue 3 has just been Wolverine doing the coming to get you. I'm coming. Yeah.
All right.
It's just been drag out, especially the ending fight at this. Like the ending fight at this one is the one that's like gonna get this issue talked about, and it just makes me, the ending fight especially kind of made me want to get the Red Band version, because this plain issue is already like gruesome enough. Like people get their arms ripped off, straight like slashes and everything, and it's like it kind of made me want to get the Red Band one, because it was already gruesome in this. I wonder what they left out just to make it not Red Band.
I have 2 left.
It's intriguing. But yes, I'm giving this one again 4 out of 5, because it is just like, it's a Wolverine story that's like, we gave you what you needed, now this is just gruesome lovey action. Nice. It is great. The only sad part is my boy, my favorite X-Man,
don't say it,
had to go. So sad. I won't say who, I'm just saying, just a little moment of silence. Okay. And now we move on.
So 4 out of 5, Wolverine's Revenge. Moving on to Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, Feral Trees. Finally. Number 1, I'm pretty sure it's just a one-shot.
Okay.
But the artwork works for the story. It does. Like any other story, I would not be a fan of this artwork. But for this one, I really like it. I really like how it adds to the story, makes it feel like a sense of dread. Right, and that's pretty much what you feel throughout the entire issue.
Yes,
and it's just good. Poison Ivy, more characterization for Poison Ivy. I hope this takes place in the DC universe proper, because her characterization, her growth in here, could inform the character like for a long time to come. And like the Swamp Thing comes in, and he's basically Poison Ivy's mentor. He has been portrayed as that for the past few years. And Poison Ivy, as you all know, eco-terrorist. She wants to, you know, save the planet. And then at the end, she basically does like the opposite. Like she stops trying to kill people, and she tries to find a way for plants and, you know, humans to coexist, kind of thing. And this one calls attention to that she's not truly part of the Green. Which she's like, the hell? No, I'm totally for the Green. They labeled me an eco-terrorist.
They Anakin'd her.
Yes,
you are on this council.
They basically Anakin'd her.
Grant you the rank of Green.
And Swamp Thing is pretty much her Obi-Wan. Okay? Her Obi-Wan. And yeah, it's kind of funny because the rest of the Council of the Trees, Council of Green, I don't remember what the name is.
That sounds like the Ents from Lord of the Rings.
You're not far off.
I'm picturing them.
You're not like far off.
All around.
Yeah, they're all like some sort of avatar of the Green. Like some are trees, some are hills, random things like that. And they all
hills do have eyes.
They really do in this one. So yeah, they all basically call attention to that. And how she's not truly part of the Green, but she's not truly part of humanity. She's like somewhere in between. She's like straddling the line. And like it kind of offends her, but at the end, Swamp Thing basically like tells her how she's doing that, like why it comes out like that. But yeah, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Characterization is great. The artwork for the story is great. And it's just really good. I highly recommend picking it up. Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, Feral Trees. I hope it keeps on going. I hope it becomes part of her story because like it's good. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that about does it. We had got our 5 for 2 weeks of influx of comics. We didn't really have a whole lot to review, but I think we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. Small update regarding our.
Excuse me. Just make sure.
Yeah, yeah, we did well.
Got everything. We got everything.
Small update regarding our upload schedule. We're no longer gonna upload 2 videos on Thursday night, Friday mornings. We're gonna upload the comic reviews Thursday night, Friday mornings, and then we're gonna save the comics, TV, and review and movie stuff for the weekend because, dude,
Saturday-ish. There's been so many times.
And Saturdays seem to be like really good, like geek news days.
There's been so many times where we've like finished, even where we've just finished filming the video today on Thursdays. We get home and it's like, this is announced.
This got announced. Henry Cavill's in Voltron. What the heck?
And it's just, we've kind of been behind the news, it seems.
Exactly.
And if we're going to try to be a little bit, a little bit more professional about giving you the news, you got to give it some time, So like getting it at least a week up. Yeah.
But yes, so we're going to start staggering our upload schedules. So don't worry if you only see one. We're not forgetting about the geek news. We're just moving it to a different day so we get like a little bit better with our organization.
Plus, too, if movies come out, kind of like, even though it came out last week, we are seeing
more time to actually see it.
We are seeing the Venom movie this weekend. So plus we can also, do actual review movies on the weekends and not have to worry about making other videos too,
That would be pretty nice. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you guys like us, like our review schedules, all that stuff, you like the Rancings Raving with 2 Madmen, go ahead and give us a like, follow, share us with your friends. We got our links up to Facebook, Instagram, and all kinds of stuff on our the description sections. So we will see you guys next time.
Hopefully y'all had a good Halloween.
Yep, and happy Halloween. Halloween. Yep. All right. So thank you guys. We'll see y'all next time.